You don't trust me, fine, but you cannot trust her.
What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and tonight we're going to be going through the Shattered Veil gameplay, new secrets that you missed, and some additional unlocks. Definitely stay tuned. But as a reminder, you can use code DYNAMITE to save 12% off any order over at Control Freak, including the brand new Speed Cola Collector's Can. Inside the can, you'll see some Speed Cola thumbsticks and a code for an in-game weapon charm. Again, you can save money off any order on the site or through their mobile app, and I wonder over the next few years, are we also going to see other per can collector editions like we saw with Deadshot around a year and a half ago? But here's a sneak peek at the DLC 3 soundtrack, which just got teased earlier today. So Kevin Sherwood did confirm he's collaborating with Maluka, as he previously teased around a week ago. I believe Maluka hasn't done a song since the beginning of Black Ops 4, but this song is called Falling to Pieces, according to Treyarch, and will be part of an album that is going to feature 13 songs. We'll be seeing it drop in the next couple of days with the launch of our third season. Kevin's been killing it this year. Cannot wait to see what other bangers end up being produced for Black Ops 6 and hopefully Black Ops 7. But diving deep into the gameplay that we got for the Shattered Veil, I have to say first off, I'm pretty surprised that we got a dedicated trailer. As we saw with the Tomb in Season 2, we didn't get a dedicated trailer for the map until much after a bunch of other marketing had released, but not complaining at all. I think there's also a possibility we get an additional gameplay trailer depicting all game modes, in which we could see some additional footage for the Shattered Veil. Now, it appears you do spawn outside of the map, unlike Dead of the Night, another mansion that we saw in BO4. We're going to spawn outside and make our way in, and then I guess we can make our way down as we progress through the Easter egg and a bunch of the higher rounds. We also got a snippet, I believe, of what could be the TAC map for the Shattered Veil, and you can clearly tell that there's a bunch of other floors that you can explore, and the underground lab is highlighted towards the right, as you can see in this clip. So I think it's always cool when the TAC map is teased in an actual gameplay trailer, so we can kind of make out how big the map is going to be. On the recent COD pod, it was confirmed that the map is roughly the same size as Citadel, which might warrant another intel drop before release. We'll just have to wait and see, but it should be much bigger than Liberty Falls and even the Tomb. We have something called a microwave trap, which kind of reminds me of the Guardian from BO2, and also a dark ether field generator, probably similar to the one that we saw in Liberty Falls, if not the exact same one, no problem. But you get a nice glimpse of the brand new Pack-a-Punch camo. Always a blast to see new Pack-a-Punch camos in each brand new round-based map. If only there was a reward by beating the Easter egg maybe several times to then use that Pack-a-Punch camo in other game modes apart from zombies. That would be a great idea. But I think it's great that not only can you use the elevator to get to the underground lab, but there's also a rappel that you can use and just go ahead and make your way down. I doubt you'll be able to go ahead and parachute if you fall, but luckily PhD has a perk machine in this map. Not that it really gives you any fall damage protection, because you have to have an augment for stamina up to actually be protected from that. Now, the death machine is back, and I was hoping they would add a power-up for it. I mean, if you want to have it in the crafting station, that's totally cool as well, considering it'll be a score streak in multiplayer. Either way, you won't be able to actually use this in zombies until the event begins on April 17th, called Black Ops Tribute, which will allow you to unlock this thing for multiplayer and zombies. Now, something that's been really well received so far is the design behind the Elder Disciple. So it appears that we're looking at a character here that is wearing a robe like we saw with the Order and the Chaos story. You can see the medallions, very clearly an occult member that has been turned into a disciple and is using dark ether runes or dark magic, which again blends the ether and chaos stories together through this special enemy alone. Really cool lore, hopefully is explored in the Easter egg or through some of the map's intel, because like I mentioned before, the story is absolutely struggling right now, so this could be the map that turns things around, especially with the Disciple. Instead of parasite dog rounds or vermin, we're going to be seeing toxic zombies. Now, at first I was thinking that this could have been the poison or electric catalyst from the Chaos story. I guess this enemy is something similar to the catalyst, but instead will just be, I guess, an annoying pest you see in the form of dog rounds, and they'll likely spawn randomly in some of the higher waves as well. Just to be clear though, parasites are still present in this map. They just won't be as annoying as they've been in some of the previous round-based maps. But I almost can't believe the double tap is back. I'm aware that the icon leaked for it last season, so did all the augments. Either way, it wasn't officially confirmed until just yesterday. I'm still real hyped about it. So as far as what version of double tap this is, it appears that the base version of the perk is kind of like double tap 1.0. But as they confirm, it dramatically increases your weapon's fire rate to chew through enemy hordes in record time. Imagine pairing this with rapid fire, by the way, on your loadout weapon. But some of the augments will allow you to enhance your fire rate even further and even inflict double damage. So just about getting us to double tap 2.0, or what you could consider even a 3.0. But just to be clear, there'll be a perk machine for it here inside of the Shattered Veil, and arguably this is one of the coolest perk machines we've ever seen in Zombies history. Not just trying to show for double tap, but I'm being honest here, this is arguably one of the biggest glow ups for a perk machine, very similar to Deadshot, Mule Kick, and Vulture Raid, which also got massive glow ups over the last couple of years. Either way, as far as the augment goes, we have the major set here. We have Double Jeopardy. Normal zombies at low health have a chance to die immediately when shot. Double Impact, where double hits on the same target in quick succession will deal more damage. And then Double Standard, all non-critical shots will do double damage. Now, this will only apply to normal bullet weapons. For the minor augments, we have Double Time, which increases the fire rate bonus, Double or Nothing, which will give you a chance to do double damage, but also a chance to do 0 damage. And lastly, Double Play, where killing 2 enemies in quick succession has a chance to return 2 rounds to your magazine. This will only apply again to normal bullet weapons. But I get it, we gotta do a bunch more testing with this new version of Double Tap to also determine what the best combination is for this augment system. Now, although Shatter Blast has been leaked out as an ammo mod, doesn't look like that's actually coming out this season. Instead, Frost Blast, which was previously rumored, is going to be coming out with Season 3 Reloaded. But I feel like taking Frost Blast into another round-based map is gonna feel like we have the Ice Staff on us, although the Frost Blast upgrade is probably gonna be similar to the exact one we had in Cold War, and then the skill upgrades will probably be released through augments. Still, it'll feel like we have that ability to use an Ice Staff-like weapon in maps that aren't the Tomb. And since there are 3 other seasons left, there's totally a possibility a completely original upgrade also gets added to BO6, unless they bring back Toxic Growth, which hasn't been seen in many, many years. I love the idea of bringing back some older upgrades from other CODs, but it's also cool to see some unique ones thrown into the mix. Along with Frost Blast, which I'm sure will come with 6 brand new augments, we're also going to be seeing a Zombie Snacks LTM that I'm sure is going to be pretty cool, but will be released to celebrate the 420 event, which I believe could be starting around April the 17th. Now, I think it's great that Zombies is continuing to get LTMs as a part of licensed collaborations. Still, my fingers are crossed that whatever season doesn't offer a round-based map will end up giving us permanent modes and additions like Grief or even Turn, PvP-like experiences that, in my opinion, can also offer unlimited replayability. But strangely enough, even though we got some gameplay of the Raygun Mark II, which hasn't been seen since Black Ops 4, we only got to see footage of the base version of the Mark II, which of course is a 3-round burst type wonder weapon. But there are going to be 3 other variants, which I'm sure are going to be different colors, similar to the Elemental Raygun Mark IIs we had back in Alpha Omega. And I wonder if we'll get any footage of these in what could be another gameplay trailer that releases prior to the launch of Season 3. If not, it'll be a nice surprise to see how these variants perform and what they look like when the map officially drops. So we have a variant called P, which turns it into a shotgun and can occasionally drop sigils that make players invulnerable if they stand on it. We then have W, which turns it into an SMG and can also light zombies on fire. And lastly, we have the variant called R, which turns it into a marksman rifle and can also create an AoE effect. That's again area of effect. So considering how these variants kind of sound like conversion kits for the Mark II, I wonder again if the designs of these variants will make the Mark II appear like a submachine gun or even a marksman rifle, or will it just be a color swap with the ammo type that you can see. You can also bet there'll probably be some more Wonder Weapon skins in Season 3 for both the Wunderwaffe and the Raygun Mark II. Hopefully some free ones we can get eventually, but I'm sure they'll end up being in some Season 3 bundles. Now the Wunderwaffe's looking better than ever. The Pap Camo looks beautiful on it, but will just be a standard Wonder Weapon that doesn't have any upgrade quests tied to it like the Mark II likely will. Now, something I haven't seen too much discussion about is the Team Crank mode that we're going to be seeing in Zombies that will be dropping during the launch window. The mode does work just about the same as Cowabunga Cranked, which we still have live in-game right now, except the rules are a little bit different. And I have to admit, I thought that it could have been a 4v4 type PvP experience for BO6 Zombies. Sadly, that was wishful thinking, but the Crank timer will start when the first enemy is eliminated, and the timer will start at 30 seconds, but with each enemy eliminated, that will replenish the timer to hit its current max, and every round survived survived causes the max timer to be reduced by 1 second. Essence that is earned by eliminating zombies will be increased compared to standard or directed mode. The time stopper field upgrade is going to remain, while main quests and Easter eggs will also be enabled on all maps for this mode. So even though wall buys are disabled, they are keeping the time extended power-up, so if you want to go hit the box or do what you have to do, you can do so with a pause timer, but you will get some exclusive rewards for reaching round 50 while playing Team Cranked. Each map will reward players with 15,000 XP and a custom Gobblegum pack of 6 different gums. Each pack will contain 1 high rarity and 5 other Gobblegums from other rarities. Hopefully they're worth it. I wish it would just be a pack of, maybe 6 high rarity gums for getting to round 50, which isn't an easy task, but it does appear like the rewards are given out once per map. You can't actually replay each map and hit round 50 to get another set of rewards. You can only get 1 set of rewards per map within 5 maps total. But coming towards the end here, I'm not too impressed with the new Gobblegums we're getting, but I know Shopping Free is probably on its way in the near future, as well as some other classic gums that are coming back from BO3. As far as Season 3 though, we have 2 new Gobblegums. One is rare, one is legendary. First off, Tactical Diffusion, which is rare. It disables the next nuke power-up explosion that you can activate and gives everyone 2,000 essence instead. I suppose that's cool if you're point farming, but I think a cooler Gobblegum would be the ability to store a power-up for later in the game if you want. Maybe the ability to store 1 or 3 at a time. And the next Gobblegum is a legendary one called Support Group, which we saw a glimpse of in the new trailer, and will essentially insta-spawn a certain score streak for you, whether it's a sentry gun, the RCXD, even a mutant injection, as well as a mangler cannon, which I'm sure is going to be helpful for those speedruns on Liberty Falls. But the last thing I'll end with is that the Easter egg quest will go live at 9 a.m. Pacific, 11 o'clock Central, and 12 o'clock Eastern, which is with the launch of DLC 3 on April the 2nd. Now, the reward for beating the Easter egg is going to be a skin based around the Pentagon Thief for Carver. I get it, would have been great if we got a free voiced operator like Blanchard, or hell, even the director, but those bundles would sell $1 billion in the item shop, so we likely wouldn't ever get those skins for free, unfortunately. But this is arguably the best Easter egg reward we've gotten in Black Ops 6, but yes, there's more work to do, right? Would love Pack-a-Punch camos or, Wonder Weapon Mastercrafts, something similar to what we could get in a paid bundle. Now that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. Bit of an in-depth breakdown here for the latest gameplay we got for DLC 3. Let me know how you feel down below. Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.